Callie, and I thought I'd do a little intro for you for this layout. So I am going to do a 2-page layout, and let me just back some of this stuff off. And what this is this is a photo collage that I did on PicMonkey, and you have to pay for PicMonkey, except you can do like a free 7-day trial. So a lot of times what, well, I've done this twice now. What I did is I took the 7-day trial, did a couple of photo collages that I needed to. I've kind of saved them up, and then just did those collages and then immediately unregistered myself. It used to be a free service, but no longer is. So I've kind of taken advantage of the fact that they offer the free trial. So this is the collage I've done. What this is from November of 2017 through December of 2018, I ran 17 races. 16 of them were 5Ks. One of them was a 10K. And mainly with a really close friend of mine and a sister, my sister as well. But my brother-in-law ran with me, and one of my cousins ran, and someone who has become a friend, and then another friend ran at least one of the races as well. But mainly it was my sister and a really good friend of mine who ran with me consistently. So I wanted to document this because when I started my running journey, I weighed 50 pounds more than I do now, which would have been the beginning of September in 2017, and this friend and I did this challenge to do a run every month, so we'd keep running through the winter. It was really successful, and not only did I do the 5Ks a month, but my sister and I, in these two photos here, this month also ran an extra race where we did the 10K as well. So then what I did is, when I first started to do this, I was only going to count the races that I did with this friend, and the way it turned out, she couldn't do 2 of them, and did kind of some things on her own. So I decided to add in the other races as well. So I don't have all 17 race bibs here, because some of those race bibs are on individual pages, because each of these races also has an individual page. You will have seen some of these, but I want to preserve the ones I have. I want to preserve these photos and do it. So I've done a little pre-planning. I picked 2 papers here that I thought went together okay. And then the other thing I did is I was thinking about the fact that I wanted a big number on it. So what I did is I grabbed some wood veneers. So this is a Heidi Swapp Journey. This came from Freckled Fawn. And then these are some Recollections butterflies. So I did a little pre-planning here, and that I sprayed all these in Heidi Swapp Color Shine, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to put this together for you. Originally, I was going to wait and do it afterwards, but I thought, well, that's silly. So I did that. They're just sitting on this piece of paper. I'm going to want to journal, speaking of a piece of paper, and what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to journal, I think, behind this, behind the, what do I want to say? Behind the, I can't think. Behind the bibs. That's what I wanted to say. So what I think I'm going to do, and I might do this like on the smallest bib here, is just cut it out, just tack it down, cut it out, and then that way I can just journal on it. I'm not sure right now if I'm going to put a piece of paper under these bibs or not, but I do have this kind of standing by if I want to use it. I think that'll look nice behind here, but I probably would just do it just barely bigger than the biggest bib. I also picked some sayings. This is from a Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark die cuts, and then I have these brads because I'm going to want something to hold these bibs together. So that's kind of where I'm going with what I'm going to do. I also grabbed some Vicki Boutin enamels and these hearts because they kind of go with these collections, but I'm going to hold on those until I get a little bit further here. So, oh, and then I also have some of the Make Your Mark puffy stickers and the Make Your Mark inspirational stickers. There's some gold on here that I'm thinking I'm going to use, that I might use. So I think I'm just going to call this 17, but I also might be able to get in 14 on here as well using these gold letters, which is something I just kind of thought of. So we'll see what happens, guys. So even though I have some of this pre-planned, there's a lot to do here yet. So I'm going to stop this and then put you on fast forward. So here goes the 2-page layout. And the cool thing is I do a lot of 2-page layouts, by the way. I was going to tell you this. And I don't always have 2 papers that are exactly the same for the background. And this is a great example of that, is I'm going to use 2 different papers that coordinate for my backgrounds. And we're going to go from there. And that's why one of the reasons I kept this border big on here is that I may not be able to get things to go. Yeah, I may not have papers that are in common from side to side, just because if I think if I had 2 of these, I probably would make it work, but I don't. So I guess I could like cut this out and then cut out a piece from the middle. That's an idea. This is the biggest bib I have. You know, I could cut that out from the middle, but I don't think that's gonna work so much. So, and I just, oh, that's the widest, but this one is, let's see, because some of these are different. This one is the longest. So I think what I'll do is maybe measure to see how big these 2 are, and then I can decide how big I want the piece of paper behind, is what I'm thinking. So anyway, you're going to go on a little bit of a journey here with me as I try to decide what to do to make this all work. So let's go. Okay, so what I'm doing is showing you the brads that I put through the Making Memories, or the Making Memories brads that I put through my bibs, my running bibs. So this is a great idea for those of you who are runners. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some holes in this as well. This is a piece of paper, and I'm going to use that to journal on. So I'm going to hide it behind the bibs because I have a lot to say about this particular journey here. And I can use this, the journaling paper to back, or I can put that on the piece of paper that I'm going to use underneath all the bibs to kind of separate it off the background paper. And then I'm not relying on the brads to hold everything together, if that makes any sense. I think it'll be a lot more stable. So this is a good idea for those of you who are runners and want to display your bibs somehow. So this will kind of keep everything together here. So I don't remember, it's been a while since I've done this layout. I made a commitment to do 14 runs in 14 months, and I ended up doing 17. So these are the photos from all of those runs and a couple of my favorite photos from the runs of myself. I took that freckled fawn, those freckled fawn wood veneers, the 17, and I sprayed them with Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold, as I did that butterfly, which is a Recollections wood veneer. And I'm thinking I'm going to write 17 and 14 there, kind of playing around with some of the die cut pieces and things that I've chosen to use. This started to feel really disjointed though. So I am using that piece there from the die cut there from the Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark collection, the paper pieces. And I'm going to go back and forth a little bit between the two. So now on the other side where I have the photo cluster from Pick Monkey, I'm again using a piece from the Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark paper pieces. And then I have that Heidi Swapp wood veneer, that Journey wood veneer that I sprayed with the gold Color Shine. And then I have this little die cut there that says Gratitude, which is from the Make Your Mark Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark paper pieces as well. I decided to not do the in 14. It just felt, again, like I said, a little bit disjointed. So I decided not to do that. I am kind of playing around with that butterfly wood veneer on the bottom by the gratitude. So there's something about this that's still bothering me though. And I feel like I need something more on the top right there by the journey, and I'm not sure what that is. I do like how I have the pink die cut that says, imagine whatever you do, make sure it makes you happy on the bottom left next to the 17. And then there's the other pink die cut where I cut off the tag element that says believe in yourself on the top right there. It's just kind of a nice visual across the two layouts to join things together, besides all the wood veneer that will be in common that I've sprayed gold. Still thinking about that in 14, and that was from some Make Your Mark, a Make Your Mark alpha sheet. So I decided to actually move that butterfly up to the top right so that I've got a butterfly on both of the pink die cuts. And I have, pink in all three of the die cuts. So now that I kind of have that down, I can put this down. By the way, the pattern paper is from the Paper House Color Wash 12 by 12 pad. That journaling grid paper was from Simple Stories too. Just so I don't forget to tell you that. All right, so now I'm just going to get things attached. And honestly, I love this layout and seeing all of these runs all put together, because this was a huge commitment and a huge accomplishment. So it went from November of 2017 through December of 2018. And I ran a ton in that time, but I did formal runs there. So just kind of playing with, was I going to put the butterfly above or connected to the pink die cut there. Decided to put it above just because it felt like that space needed to be filled a little bit, because the 17 is higher. Just adding more ATG to make sure those bibs stay down. Now, there were 14 formal runs here, so those bibs are included here. I have bibs on each run also has a separate layout with photos from that run, so there are bibs on some of those as well if it wasn't included in the original 14. So now I'm kind of decorating that gridded paper in the back. That Simple Stories paper came from one of their 6x8 books, and I've just kept it. So now I'm adding in that little piece from the Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark paper pieces, and it says be you. And then I have one that says do whatever scares you underneath there as well. All right. Then I'm adding some enamel dots from the Vicki Boutin embellishments there. And I will put those on a couple of different places, on the butterfly, on the 17, and then I added one on the butterfly on the top right page there as well. Now I'm going here to the Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark fundamental sticker sheet there, and I'm going to add a couple of things from that sticker sheet. I'm adding that little arrow sticker that says fearless, another one that says do this, so then I've got that bright pink in quite a few different places. Now you're not going to see that most of the time, but it brings it together if you lift that to read the journaling, which most people aren't going to know that journaling's under there. I will, obviously, and in some ways I'm okay that that's hidden, because it does feel like it's a little bit more private. So now I'm still not happy with what that gratitude looks like there, so I find this die cut flower that I'm thinking about from the Make Your Mark collection from the paper pieces. That Believe in Yourself cut apart, by the way, on the top right is from the gift tags from Make Your Mark, not the paper pieces. So now I'm adding that little gold heart from the Make Your Mark paper pieces. Just adding that in as a little piece there. Another little way to bring some more of the actual layout. And then I also added that Good Time sticker from the Fundamentals sticker sheet as well under all that. So that just kind of brings it all together so that when you flip up the numbers and I can read the journaling, that all makes sense. And what I'll do once these are in the final page protectors, once 2018 is done, is I'll cut a slit in my page protector so you can flip the bibs up and actually read the journaling. So I'm going back and looking to see if there's anything else I want to do here, add anything else in. I'm still trying out pieces there. I was thinking about a puffy sticker again and decided, nope, no puffy sticker, let's just do the die cut here. And I like that flower because it's a little girly and I'm girly. Love how this one turned out, you guys. So there's the still shot of the layouts together and a whole bunch of detail shots. Hope you guys are well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye!